A lone whisper, that was all it took to spark the American Revolution. And when I say a lone whisper, I mean one of the quietest, most understated pieces of dialogue in movie history. It was here that he overheard a group of British officers discussing a secret plan to arrest colonial leaders, including John Hancock and Samuel Adams. The British were growing increasingly concerned about the growing unrest in the colonies, and they wanted to send a message that they were still in charge. By silencing these leaders, they hoped to send a message that would put an end to the protests. If it turned out that there was no such plot, then his credibility would be done for. So to get to the bottom of this, he did what any of us would do today. The American Revolution was ignited and the nation was forever changed. He went straight to the source and demanded that the British government prove that they were planning to arrest Hancock and Adams. Whether it's a book, a movie, or an engraving, stories have the power to influence people's opinions and change the world. And with the right story, you can become an influential figure in history. In 1770, an 18-year-old Boston apprentice named Joseph Warren was working in a tavern owned by his uncle. Warren explained what he had just heard, and Revere immediately set to work. He produced a series of engravings that depicted the British as violent and oppressive, using the incident at the tavern as his inspiration. These engravings were widely circulated throughout the colonies, galvanizing support for the revolution and turning public opinion against the British. He knew exactly how to turn this information into a weapon, but Warren wasn't having it. He slipped out of the tavern and found Paul Revere, a fellow member of the Sons of Liberty and a well-known silversmith. Revere was known for his engravings, but his real talent was as a propagandist. But there was still one problem. Revere had made quite the claim in his engravings, depicting a secret plot to arrest colonial leaders. Of course, the British government refused, which only proved Revere's point. The following year, tensions escalated and the British did attempt to arrest Hancock and Adams, but by that time, the revolution was already in full swing. After the failed attempt on their lives, Hancock and Adams fled to safety. Revere's engravings had done their job, so what's the lesson here? Don't underestimate the power of a good story. Thanks for watching.